When it comes to fragrances, sometimes you just want it loud and you want it really long lasting. Sometimes you just want to make a statement. You want a fragrance that's going to be well pronounced and say, hey, I'm up in here. I get it. I like fragrances like that too. They definitely serve a purpose. And for some people, that's all they want to wear. Well, as far as designer fragrances are concerned, I got a few of them I thought we'd discuss today that are perfect for the fall season on into the winter. Definitely cooler weather fragrances. Definitely some loud, powerful, and long-lasting designer scents. Let's talk about them. Stay tuned. Starting off with a supremely powerful designer fragrance. At least it falls into the designer category. If you like sweet, tobacco-y, boozy type of fragrances, Sweet Tobacco Spirits has you covered with 1821 man-made. This stuff is next level powerful right here. It smells so good too. Man, the honey in this is essentially a red wine and honey bomb is what it smells like. Super long lasting. This stuff is, you're gonna have to scrub it off when you take your shower that evening. If you spray it in the morning, it's going until you take a shower, it's gonna be on you for the most part. Even if it's 14-15 hours into your day when you take your shower at the end of the day, still coming off your skin. Projection is very heavy. You do not need a lot of sprays. 3 sprays is plenty. 4 or 5, you're really pushing a strong sillage at that point on up. I definitely wouldn't advise going more than 5 or 6 sprays because you're already filling the room at that point. Trust me, people can smell you and your scent trail is very strong. Intoxicating, high compliment factor, but definitely very strong. This is one that even at retail is not that bad. It's right around 80, but you can find them in the $50 to $60 range. Different places online, eBay. They have coupon codes from Sweet Tobacco Spirits. There's a lot of ways to get your hands on it online. It's definitely worth owning. Sweet Tobacco Spirits, that's 1821, man-made. This is for all you iris lovers. This is one that the longevity on it, just when you think it might be dying off, no. It's still going, and trust me, on my skin it just keeps going and going and going. It's from Dior Homme Intense. From what I understand, the newer bottles are pretty much the same. This is like a early 2019 batch before they changed the presentations, and this fragrance is spectacular. Oh man, the sweetest in the line, don't get me wrong, but the most formal smelling in the line. This is a well put together floral and leather fragrance. The sweetness is definitely there. It's a little musky, but the iris is very waxy and makeup baggy, lipsticky type of iris. The right amount of powderiness with a beautiful leather that just kind of envelops the iris and the sweetness and the musk and just kind of wraps around it. The woods aren't too prominent until you get far into the dry down, but the iris note in this is absolutely gorgeous. And it's a 12+ hour fragrance. No doubt, you got to be ready to wear this one because it's going to be on you. All these, you have to be ready to wear them because they last. They last and it projects. First several hours, people are going to smell you very easy. This is another one that you don't need a whole lot of sprays. It's going to get the point across, and you're probably going to be the best smelling person in the room. From Dior, a personal favorite, it's Dior Homme Intense. Now the note breakdown on this one's quite simple. It shows amber, coconut, and I forgot what that third note is. I think it's orange, if I remember correctly, mandarin orange. It doesn't list ambroxan anywhere, but I'll tell you what, there's definitely some ambroxan in here. It smells nothing like the fragrance it's an intense version of. Some of you may have guessed it already. It's from Davidoff. Cool Water Intense. I just wore this past week. This will be in the upcoming weekly rotation video that'll be coming out on Monday. Man. It smells amazing, but it's powerful. Like obnoxiously loud. And it well over 10 hours easy, 10 to 12 hour fragrance. It's long and it's loud. It's crazy. For the $30 you'll pay for this 125 ml bottle, it's one of the most powerful cheap fragrances money can buy. It really is, because you can find it all over for 30 bucks now. They're all over at the trusted sellers on eBay. It's been popping up at Fragrance X and Fragrance Net and places like that. I believe Kingdom Fragrances is carrying some, has a few bottles right now. Definitely double check. I'm not 100% sure on that, but this stuff, well worth owning. Doesn't smell anything like Cool Water. It's got a bubblegummy opening, the amber and the coconut. You definitely get it, but there's so much ambroxan. It's such a, if you don't like ambroxan, you won't like this. But if you like ambroxan, you like Dior Sauvage, you like Invictus, you like, what's another good one to compare it to? Aqua de Jo Absolute. Fragrances like that that are sweet, aquatic, bubblegummy, ambroxan bombs. That is what Cool Water Intense is. And it is super beast mode. This stuff is crazy, crazy powerful. Like I'm telling you, price for the performance versus what you're going to pay is off the charts with this one. Absolutely one worth owning. A little too much for the heat. Better in the fall. That's Davidoff Cool Water Intense. New release from 2020. The performance actually blew my mind on how long and how loud this fragrance is. This is definitely beast mode. It's up there with the Extreme Flanker in its own line. Might even perform a little bit better if I'm being honest off of my skin. And that's Spice Bomb Night Vision, the newest Eau de Parfum. This is the newest release, and I gotta tell you, this stuff is so good. It took the original and made it a lot better. So if you didn't like that one, you might like this one. Which I did like that one, but I like this one even better. This is good stuff. Definitely sample it. Very mass appealing. The pistachio and the nutty notes that are very prominent in the dry down in this definitely change the composition. And it is a 12-hour fragrance. Every time I wear it, it's all day. And it projects very heavy for the first several hours, beyond arm's length. This is several feet away. You have a nice scent cloud with this. I hope they keep this one. I hope this is a long-term release for them that doesn't get discontinued down the road. And hopefully it doesn't get bit with the formulation bug, because the performance is absurd. At least on my skin. I don't know for those of you that have tried it already if you get in the same performance, but it's beast mode. This is super beast mode for me. Like I said, battling with the Extreme for being the most powerful in the line, because it's long and it's loud, and it's one that you need to try. Newest release in the Spice Bomb line. It's Night Vision. EDP. This is another one that just screams off of my skin. It's from my favorite line. It's the Invictus line. It's Invictus Legend. Fall time. That's when I really like to wear this one. Yeah, I can wear it in the summer. I can get away with that. And spring works totally fine, just like it does with fall. Actually works pretty well in the winter for me as well. But fall is definitely my favorite time to wear it. And it is loud. This stuff is potent. Coming off of my skin, a lot of sea salt, amber, and bay leaf. Okay, the Invictus DNA is there, but it's not overpowering. It's not overly sweet. It's more ambery and salty up top, and that bay leaf really comes out later on in the heart transition phase, like an hour in, going into that dry down. Beautiful scent. I don't think enough people talk about it. It's the most unique smelling Invictus in the Invictus line. The rest all pretty much smell alike and just have subtle changes, where this, it stands on its own. And in my opinion, it's a damn good fragrance, and it's super powerful on my skin. All day spray and really loud, and that's Invictus Legend from Paco Rabanne. Next, I just featured this in my fall date night fragrances video, which I'll put right there if you want to check out. It's probably the most popular evening Azzaro fragrance. You might have guessed it. It's Wanted by Night. This stuff's super powerful. That's why in that video I stated, don't go heavy with the sprays. Be moderate. Less is more for a date with Wanted by Night. And I stand by that statement, because on my skin, this stuff is loud as can be for the first 3 hours. And it's 10 hours in, it's still coming off of my skin. It's potent. And it's another one that's not going to break the bank. It's not a cheapie, but it's right above that range, in the 40 some odd dollar range, depending on the bottle size you want. You're looking at 50 some odd dollars probably for a 5-ounce bottle like this. I haven't looked recently what prices are, but I know it's in that realm. 100 mLs, 50 mLs, obviously much cheaper. Fantastic evening wear for what, I mean, by night. Wanted by Night, for God's sakes. It's in the name. And it's one that you can get away with during the day if you like sweet and spicy that much. but definitely geared more towards the evenings, and it's kind of an overachiever in performance for evening wear. Definitely loud, definitely long lasting, definitely a sexy date night scent for sure. One that if you haven't checked out yet, I urge you, it's absolutely worth checking out. As a matter of fact, bring your girl with you and let her smell it. You'll probably end up getting a bottle, and that's Wanted by Night from Zaharoff. Next, this is one that I'm guilty of forgetting I have sometimes and not wearing near enough, and I need to give a good wearing coming up. If you like sweet vanilla, and a lot of it, you'll like this fragrance. It's, in my opinion, the sweetest Armani Code money can buy that's still in production. Anyways, it's Absolute in the Armani Code line. Now, Profumo is a very sweet fragrance as well, but the vanilla in this is super dialed up. This is a powerful fragrance and a very sweet fragrance. That Armani Code DNA is there, but it's heightened with a whole bunch of sweetness and a thick and long and loud vanilla note. The vanilla is super prominent in this from start to finish. It's a vanilla fragrance essentially, and it's loud. If you like powerful, sweet fragrances, this one's hard to beat. This is a super powerful, sweet designer fragrance. You can have them for a pretty good price at discounters now. They're not that expensive. It's a release from 2019. They have Absolute Gold now, which I have not tried, but I'll tell you what, Absolute is absolutely still worth grabbing. Sweet, it's sexy, and it's super, super powerful. Another beast mode fragrance to keep your eye out if you like sweet fragrances. Armani Code Absolute. And last but not least, it's bordering cliche to talk about this fragrance at this point in videos because it's been talked about to death because a lot of people wear it, a lot of people love it. It's popular, they sell a lot of bottles. But in my opinion, especially for the fall time and off of my skin, it's the most powerful in the line. And that's the Dior Sauvage line. It's Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. Yep. It's actually louder on my skin than the EDT. And I enjoy the smell better than the EDT. Oh man, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the EDT. It's right here just in case I want to spray it at any given time. It's right there within arm's reach. I like all three of them. I haven't tried the cool spray, but as far as the ones in traditional style bottles, I like all three, but they're ranked accordingly. I like the Eau de Toilette, I like the EDP more than the Eau de Toilette, I like the Parfum the most. Parfum doesn't have this type of performance. Has the longevity, but it doesn't project quite as loud as this EDP. This is a compliment machine, fresh shower gel. It's a little bit spicier. It's not quite as sweet and fresh. Well, it's still got the sweetness, but it's not near as fresh as the Eau de Toilette. It's a bit spicier. It's a little more dense. It's got a little more character going for it, even though it is an Ambroxan bomb. This is another one that the Ambroxan makes it just a super loud fragrance, but shower gel clean, versatile. You can spray it on for anything. It's really, really strong. You don't need many sprays. You'll go anosmic to it. You will. I have a bad habit of, well, it's not a habit, I can't control it, of being anosmic and going nose blind to Ambroxan. And you'll think it's gone when people 6-7 feet away are smelling you with ease 5 hours into wearing it. So definitely one of the more powerful fragrances on the market still to this day, and one that you can't make a video like this without having it in it, in my opinion anyways, and that's Dior Sauvage, the Eau de Parfum. Well guys, that was the 8 I wanted to cover. I didn't want to grab 10, I didn't want to grab 7. I just was looking around and I went based off of the performance I get. I grabbed these. Let's talk about these. You know, I love doing these videos. I love talking about fragrances with you guys. I hope you can use me as a guide to help you find some great choices in the price ranges you're looking for and maybe the scent type you're looking for, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be a guide and here to help you guys out. It's all my opinions. Some people trust my opinions, some people don't. At the end of the day, just love making these videos and talking about fragrances. And until next time, well, actually, I forgot to ask you to go ahead and do me a favor and go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback and I love hearing from you guys. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the fragrances that I discussed here today and you give them a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.
Let's begin.